So I just want to clarify that. He's already taking meetings about setting up a new social media platform.
All right, well, I got to ask you, do you want the former president, number 45, to set up an account on Parler?
Part of the problem is mechanically they can't handle it because it's too many people. It's bigger than they are by many times.
You know, it's so weird that you're not on Twitter anymore. Every now and then I hear a vibration that you might be coming back. Are those talks underway?
The Twitter, we're looking at a lot of different things, but I really wanted to be somewhat quiet. It hasn't been that quiet, frankly, but I wanted to be somewhat quiet. And they wanted me very much on Parler. You know, they had a phony report that the man who wasn't there didn't. I mean, just the opposite. They really wanted me on Parler. And, you know, I had 89 million, but that was because they held it back. And then on top of that, I had 36 million or 39 million on POTUS. And we had other sites where we had millions and millions of people. So we have, I guess, about as big as it gets, and likewise on Facebook. And they all want that.
Look, he's been kicked off Twitter. He enjoyed Twitter when he was on it. Do you think he might set up another social media platform or a media platform?
Well, good question. There have been conversations and meetings already to this point. I think there's a very good chance President Trump could set up his own social media platform, in which case, regardless of what the platform is, it's going to be the biggest once he joins it. There are a couple of existing platforms that they're kicking the tires on and really seeing if that's something that he could go and join. And of course, that'd be great company to invest in or be a part of, because it would grow immensely overnight if President Trump did go and join it. But whatever he does, whether it's a new platform, whether it's an existing platform, he's really going to make that in a huge way.
All right, well, I got to ask you, do you want the former president, number 45, to set up an account on Parler?
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to have the former president on Parler, as we would like every American and, frankly, everybody around the world to be on Parler. We'd like to have the current president on Parler as well.
Part of the problem is mechanically they can't handle it because it's too many people. It's bigger than they are by many times. And they want to... And I'll tell you, it's not the same. If you look at what's going on with, Twitter, I understand it's become very boring, and millions of people are leaving. They're leaving it because it's not the same, and I can understand that. And so we'll see what happens. We're negotiating with a number of people, and there's also the other option of building your own site because we have more people than anybody. So you can literally build your own site.
So I just want to clarify that he's already taking meetings about setting up a new social media platform or an existing one, but he's already having those meetings, you know, having just left office.
Oh, there have already been a number of meetings about both joining existing social media platforms and potentially setting up brand new social media platforms. Yes, there have already been a number of meetings.
Has he been kicking around names for what a new social media platform might be called?
There have been names that have been kicked around, but I don't want to share them because right away I'll let President Trump do the branding.
We were being really harassed on Twitter. They were putting up all sorts of flags, I guess they call them. They were flagging almost anything you said. Everything I was saying was being flagged. It's disgraceful. And yet you have other foreign countries saying the worst things possible, and they don't even talk about it. But it's become very boring. We don't want to go back to Twitter.
We saw for the past 4 years, there was a very close contact with what President Trump was thinking and saying. We saw that constantly. We're not getting that. People are wondering, you know, what is President Trump doing? Of course, not being on Twitter. But people are also wondering where President Biden's head's at. His tweets are definitely more constructed and not as free thought, maybe as Parler would be as well.
Yeah, I think it's healthy for the American people to have the president directly communicating with the American people, not necessarily filtered through press secretaries or filtered through media representatives. I like the idea that President Trump speaks directly to the American people. We'd love to have him do it here at Parler. And I think we should see more of that from President Biden. It doesn't seem to me that President Biden is actually tweeting on his own. He probably has staff members doing the tweeting for him, and we'd love to have him directly here on Parler.
We've had that confirmed that he has a group of people that compose those tweets. Whereas I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump composed like 99% of his tweets for his 90 million followers.
Maybe building your own platform.
We're getting the word out just by putting out statements. I mean, if I want to put something out, like we did with Rush today, we did a couple of "I'm Doing You," and which is an honor. But we get the word out. If we want to get the word out, it's pretty easy. There are a lot of ways to get the word out.
No, you still command enormous attention.
The fascinating thing here in the States is that President Trump is still driving the news, even though he's not even on social media. Every single day, he's the one who's driving the news. He's out of office. He's not on social media. Everyone wants to know what he's doing. It's a remarkable thing to see.